Tinawag ng India na bluff lang yung nuclear threat mula rito sa Pakistan, mga tol. No? So sabi ng India, mga kapatid, na yung sinasabing nuclear force ng Pakistan ay pang-bluff lang, mga kapatid. No? At ngayon, ito na yung dapat paniwalaan ng buong mundo na wala daw talagang kakayanan, mga kapatid, ang Pakistan at ginagamit lang nila yung nuclear na weapon nila para pang-deter o para pangharang man lang, no, sa pagbawi ng India sa kanila. Pero tapos na yan, mga bagay na yan, mga kapatid. Dahil nga rito sa ating panonoorin, ito'y mula sa first post, mga kapatid, no? Ito'y mula sa India, mga kapatid, no? Galing sa kanila to. So sabi rito, India calls out Pakistan's nuclear bluff, no? Ano sabi rito, mga kapatid, for over 2 decades, 2 dekada, Pakistan's nuclear weapons were seen as an untouchable shield, granting it immunity as it exported terrorism with impunity. Sabing ganon. But now the myth is being dismantled from surgical strikes in 2016 to the Balakot airstrikes in 2019 and now Operation Sindoor. India has called Pakistan's nuclear bluff. This isn't just about missile and military muscle. It's a psychological shift. The old doctrine is dead. Proxy wars will now carry a price. If Pakistan rattles its nuclear sabers again, the world must ask what happens when the mask falls. And can terror still hide behind the threat of apocalypse? Yan ang ating aalamin, mga kapatid. So kumbaga lumalabas, panakot lang to ng Pakistan para hindi sila galawin. No? Alamin natin, mga kapatid, ang detalye rito. Bago natin to simulan, huwag mong kalimutan mag-subscribe. Click mo na rin ang notification bell para ma-notify ka whenever na may mga bago tayong reaction video tulad nito. Huwag na natin patagalin pa. Panoorin na natin to, mga tol.
For over 2 decades, a single myth has shaped every India-Pakistan conflict. That Islamabad has nuclear weapons, and that makes it untouchable. It started in 1998. That's when India became a nuclear power, and so did Pakistan. And since then, Islamabad held on to one narrative. A narrative that was crafted by Rawalpindi's generals and accepted by the world. It made Pakistan's nuclear weapons their license to export terrorism, to operate a state-sponsored terror machine. No matter what Pakistan did, there were no real consequences. They kept bleeding India from the 2001 Parliament attack to the 2008 Mumbai attacks, and India responded with dossiers, diplomacy, and declarations.
So matagal na nilang inaatake ang India, no? Pero ang sagot ng India ay puro ganun, diplomacy, dahil nga sa kanilang nuclear. Kumbaga ginamit nilang lisensya daw yun para magpakalat ng terorismo, sabing ganun.
Never military action. That changed in 2016. After the Uri attack, India set a new precedent. If you attack, we will hit you back.
Ito na, gantihan na.
Militarily. Then in 2019, after the Pulwama attack, India reinforced this position. Indian jets bombed Pakistani terror camps. And now after Pahalgam, India's position has seen a quantum shift. Any act of terror will be seen as an act of war. Pakistan cannot hide behind its nuclear weapons. Pakistan cannot hide behind its proxies. It will have to suffer the consequences of its actions. India struck 9 terror bases in Pakistan and Pakistan occupied Kashmir, not on their civilians or military. India did not want an escalation, Pakistan did. But their moves backfired. As India demolished Pakistani air defenses, the myth of their nuclear shield cracked.
The myth of their nuclear shield cracked. No? Kumbaga yung sinasabi ritong pinapaniwala daw ng Pakistan ng buong mundo na ganun sila kalakas. Diba? Meron silang ganitong nuclear weapon na kapag sinimulan nyo kami, pwede nating simulan yung ganitong klaseng gera. Pero since 2016, mga kapatid, doon na nagbago ang takbo. No, gumanti na ang India sa mga pag-ataking ginawa sa kanila ng Pakistan sa mahabang panahon na dati ay nilulutas lang nila ng diplomasya. Pero mula noong 2016, 2019 at ngayong 2025 hindi na pumapayag na basta pakiusapan na lang ang India at gumaganti na sila sa pamamagitan ng militar. At eto nga ang pinaka-latest, di ba? Binomba ng India, mga kapatid, yung Sham na tinatawag nilang terror camps o mga site ng mga terorista. Wala daw silang dinamay na kahit na anong sibilyan. Wala silang dinamay ng mga military, di ba? Pero hindi sila pwedeng manahimik na lang dahil dun sa mga naging pag-atake mula rito sa mga tinatawag nilang terorista, di ba?
Now, to be honest, it's a bit of a delayed reckoning. India has a no first use policy. We won't use our nuclear weapons first. So Pakistani nukes were not about deterring India from using nuclear weapons. Pakistani nukes were about deterring India from doing anything at all.
Oh! Sabi, yung tawag dito, yung nuclear weapon daw ng Pakistan ay hindi deterrence, no? Para gumamit ang India ng nuclear. Kumbaga pangharang o wag kang gagamit ng nuclear mo dahil may nuclear kami. Hindi. Etong nuclear weapon daw ng Pakistan is deterrence para ang India ay hindi talaga kumilos. Kumbaga panakot nila para hindi talaga kayo kumilos. Diba? Pero hindi na nga ganun ang nangyari. Diba? Kaya nga sinasabi ng India, bluffing lang yung sinasabi ng Pakistan about sa kanilang nuclear weapon. Bluffing lang. Diba?
Any retaliation to terrorism was seen through the prism of a nuclear escalation. It was almost a strategic veto. Pakistan could outsource its wars to non-state actors while claiming innocence, and India and the rest of the world kept giving them a long leash, fearing a nuclear response. But now Prime Minister Modi has called that bluff. You see, deterrence only works when both sides are rational actors bound by rules. Pakistan is neither rational nor law-abiding. It has weaponized irrationality. It keeps threatening apocalypse in response to accountability, and beyond that, it spun this mythology of the Islamic bomb. You see, India conducted its first nuclear test in 1974. It was called the Smiling Buddha. That prompted Pakistan to aggressively pursue nuclear weapons. And leading the charge at that point was then Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. He even had a famous quote. This is what Bhutto said: "We will eat grass, we will go hungry, but we will get one of our own." Oh,
dahil sa nag-test ang India ng kanilang first nuclear 1978 ba yun, 68, ginusto rin ng Pakistan na magkaroon sila ng ganun, ng nuclear weapon. Kaya sabi nung kanilang Prime Minister nung panahon na yon, kakain kami ng damo, magugutom kami, pero magkakaroon kami niyan. Kumbaga, di bali na maghirap sila, basta magkaroon lang sila ng ganung klaseng sandata. At yun nga ang ipinantatakot daw nila sa buong daigdig, sabing ganito mga kapatid, no? Na gagamit sila ng nuclear weapon kapag sila ay ginalaw.
Eat grass, we will go hungry, but we will get one of our own. He was referring to a nuclear bomb, an Islamic bomb. That's how Zulfikar
ginagamit pang religion.
Ali Bhutto pitched it to the Muslim world, a nuclear umbrella for Muslims. But in the last decade, that narrative has crumbled. Because let's be clear, this is not about Islam. This is about Pakistan using religion as an insurance for its terror factories. It was a dangerous lie. And finally, it is being confronted. The nuclear mask is off. It does not mean that the threat is past.
So ngayon, finally, no? Ito'y hinaharap na ngayon ng India at tinatanggalan na sila ng maskara.
Any bomb in the hands of Pakistan is dangerous, let alone a nuclear bomb. But India has shown that it can still be punished. India has also shown that proxy war is no longer a low-cost option for Pakistan. They will have to pay a price for backing terrorism. The question is, what happens next? What happens to a country whose primary deterrent is exposed as a bluff?
Ano na nga daw ba ang mangyayari, no, sa isang bansa na ang primary deterrence nila, mga kapatid, o yung primary bakod o harang nila o pumipigil para sa ibang tao na hindi sila galawin, na-expose na nga na pambabluff lang. Diba? Kumbaga mga kapatid, no, para sa mas mapauunawaan ng marami, no. Kumbaga naglagay ka ng gate, naglagay ka ng karatula sa gate mo. No, beware of the dog. Mag-ingat ang mga papasok. Mag-ingat, meron kaming malaking aso. Tapos biglang na-expose, natuklasan, yung aso mo pala maliit pa dun sa pinakamaliit na aso. Hindi ka nakatatakutan ngayon. Diba? Parang ganon ang lumalabas dito, pambabluff lang yung kanilang nuclear deterrence.
As you know, in Pakistan, the army runs the country. It's an army that holds the record for losing every war they fought.
Balikan natin yung sinabi mga tol ha.
Is exposed as a bluff. As you know, in Pakistan, the army runs the country. It's an army that holds the record for losing every war they fought.
It's an army holds the record na natatalo daw ang bawat gerang nilalabanan. Ibig sabihin mga tol, pag gano'n ng hawak-hawak mong record, kumbaga sa flip top, no? Ang dami mo ng laban tapos 0 win ka pa. Diba? Kumbaga sa boksingero, no? Wala ka pang naipapanalong laban.
But at home, they're quite powerful. And that power does not rest on their weapons or ammunition. That power flows from the myths they create.
Dahil nga dun sa myth. Ano ba sa Tagalog ang myth? Di ba? Ano ba yun? Ano nga pala sa Tagalog ang myth? Alamat. Tama ba? Alamat. Comment na lang kayo sa baba.
And they did it during this war too. One report stated Defense Minister Khwaja Asif hinting at a nuclear war. Another report said Pakistan's top nuclear body was supposed to meet. So this time there was saber rattling. However, India is dismantling those myths.
Ayun na nga mga kapatid, no? Sinabi nga rito ng India, natapos na yung palabas ng Pakistan na ganito sila kalakas, meron silang nuclear power, at kapag ginalaw sila, sisimulan nila ng isang nuclear war. So sa loob lang ng 2 dekada na tunggalian itong dalawang bansa na to mga kapatid, ine-expose na nila na bluffing lang itong pananakot o sinasabi ng Pakistan na meron silang nuclear mga tol. Nagbigay na ako ng example kanina, no? Kumbaga sa gate mo, beware of the dog, may nakalagay na gano'n. Siyempre, lahat mag-iingat, no? Hindi sila papasok doon dahil meron daw aso beware of a big dog, mga ganyan. Lumalapa ng tao. Hanggang sa na-expose, no? Parang maliit na tutang chihuahua lang pala mga kapatid, no? Anyway, bilang mga tao na namumuhay dito sa mundo, ano ang masasabi mo rito? Pero malay mo, meron naman talaga ang Pakistan, no? Tapos dahil hinamon sila ng India, talaga nagpakawala sila ng nuclear nila. Yari tayo dyan. No? Comment ka na lamang sa ibaba. Hanggang sa muli, ako nga pala si Shobaldi. Peace out.